So back with equations of lines practice, remembering that the most important thing is that if we have a slope-intercept, we can use slope-intercept form. If we do not have a slope-intercept, we have to use point-slope form. And so for this first one, I do see that we have a slope and we have a point. That is not 0, so that means that we do not have a y-intercept. Again, the y-intercept only occurs when x is 0. So we are going to have to use point-slope form for this one. And so we are going to need a point and a slope. The point we have to choose is given to us already, 1222, and the slope is 3/5. So we already have the slope, so we can go right into point slope form, which is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. And so labeling super important x1, y1 on our ordered pair there. So y minus 22 is equal to 3/5 times x minus 12. And that's it. That is an equation that represents that linear function. We'll talk more about how to convert that point-slope form equation into a slope-intercept form equation later. So with the next one, we do have a little bit more work to do. We do not have a y-intercept, so we know we have to use point-slope form. We have 2 points. We only need one. We can choose either one, but we do not have a slope. So we do need to do the work of finding a slope. So finding a slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is 12, y1 is 6, x2 is 2, x1 is 8. So we are going to end up with 6 over negative 6, which is equivalent to negative 1 over 1. So our slope, negative 1 over 1. And we can choose either point. I will choose 8, 6. So y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. And so we get y minus y1 is y minus 6. The slope is negative 1 over 1. X minus x1 is 8. And so again, that does not look like an answer, but that is the equation that represents this function written in point-slope form. So a slope of 3, y-intercept of negative 9. We have a y-intercept, so we can use slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. So y equals 3x minus 9. And so that was on our last exam. Hopefully you feel pretty good about that one. The next two, we do have a slope and a point, so a point and a slope. So point is negative 6, negative 12, and the slope is 3/4. We can go straight to the equation since we already have a slope, so y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. We get y minus negative 12 is equal to 3/4 times x minus x1, negative 6. Those two double negatives will become a positive. And that would be it. We have our point-slope form equation for that function. This one we have 2 points, we don't have a slope. So we can pick a point. I will choose 4, 16 because that's positive. So that will be my x1, y1, x2, y2. Then for the slope, we do need to do the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 in this case is negative 4 minus y1 is 16 over x2 minus x1, so negative 8 minus 4 gives us negative 20 over negative 12, or those are both negative, so negative divided by negative makes positive, and they're both divisible by 4, so that will give us 5 over 3, positive 5 over 3. Point slope formula, y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Y minus y1 is 16, is equal to 5 over 3 times x minus x1, which is 4. And that is the point slope form of the equation that represents this function. Next one, we do have a y-intercept because that x value is 0. So we can use slope-intercept form, which we like, y equals mx plus b. So y equals 3 over 4, x minus 3. And so that last one is pretty quick since we could use slope-intercept form.